The staff on board the bus explained that the non-smoking policy did not apply to the driver. Hello, and welcome back to Scott Reviews Things. Hope you're all doing really well, and this video finds you in good health and good spirit. I'm possibly going to lose my temper, maybe shout, maybe the odd swear word come into this video. Now, you would have seen the thumbnail. I haven't designed the thumbnail yet, but it's going to be eye-catching, it's going to be clickbaity, it's going to be all the things that we all fucking hate. And why is that? And the reason is I have a lot to say about a company called FlixBUS. 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 Some water. We have a holiday booked for Disneyland, not the one in America. We're not that rich. Or Disneyland, Disney World, not the one in Tokyo, not the one in China. No, we're going to the one in France where they rip you off. But Wanda likes it. Wanda is a huge Disney nerd, so we've got a holiday booked. When we booked our 4-day excursion to the House of Mouse, and I'm not gonna ever go at Disney because that's not what this video is about, and Wanda would probably divorce me. So this when we booked the 4-day excursion to Disneyland, obviously there are certain ways you can get there. You can drive, which I've done in the past, which I didn't mind doing actually. It's quite a nice drive. Stay over Folkestone Way the night before, up early, a couple of hours down into Disneyland, and that's not too bad. You can go by Eurostar. Sadly, Eurostar doesn't actually go directly to Disneyland at the moment. You have to go to Lille and then catch a hopper train from Lille, I think it's Lille, to Disneyland. Well, we looked at another route, which is this FlixBUS, because we were sat at Victoria Station, coach station. I saw this FlixBUS. We got the holiday. I can't remember if we booked the holiday first. Can't remember. And then I thought, I wonder what this service is like. Is it expensive, etc., etc., etc.? Will it fit in around our Disneyland adventure? And it did. So the 6 of us going: myself, Wanda, Chantel and Jack, and Leah and Josh. Wanda would have the exact price for how much FlixBUS charged, but there and back, I think it was something like 95 quid each, which is, to be fair, it's a phenomenal price. So picked up at 9 o'clock in the evening so we're getting a coach from Portsmouth into Victoria coach station, couple of hour wait. Then FlixBUS was to pick us up at 9 o'clock, and it was a 12-hour journey overnight via the ferry down to Disneyland. Gets us there at 9 o'clock the next morning. We've then got check-ins not till 3, but you can dump your bags, got all-day passes. It's absolutely fabulous. So we've got 4 full days, and then on the way back, picking us up at 9 o'clock Thursday night, overnight again, Friday morning, coach home. So it worked really well. 4 full days in the park. Everyone's happy. Let's say 95 quid there and back for each couple. Fucking fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So all booked. That's been booked for months. And then a couple of weeks ago, Wanda gets an email. Bearing in mind also, travelling, we've got Leah. Any real distance she has to travel, Leah's in a wheelchair. So we have to cater for Leah. Think about Leah all the time. Is it wheelchair accessible? Is it going to be okay? So obviously coach into Victoria Station, coach out of Victoria Station, Fabulous. No, nothing really taxing for Leah or whoever's pushing her at the time. Fabulous. Everyone's a winner. Then when Wanda gets an email changing the time of departure from Victoria Coach Station from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Okay, it's a couple of hours. It's a hassle, but it's not an undoable hassle. It's just a bit more waiting around. So instead of, I think we get into Victoria about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something like that. So instead of a 3-4 hour wait, we're now pushing on 5 hours. But we're English. We march on with a stiff upper lip. And then Wanda gets another email saying, still the same time, but now you've got to get to Stratford. And I'm like, that's the East End of London. So we're going to have to find from London, Victoria, across to Stratford now, bearing in mind, we've got Leah. And now it doesn't get in until 1 o'clock the next day to Disneyland Paris, which seemed a bit odd. But then it turns out that this new bus, this new FlixBUS, is dropping us in Paris, where we've got to wait for 3 hours for a replacement to take us to Disneyland. So now we're not getting into 1 o'clock. So we're losing time. Wanda's beginning to panic. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, let's just sit and wait and we'll see what happens. And then she comes down the next morning in tears. Because FlixBUS have cancelled the whole trip, haven't they now? What sort of shoddy shambolic service is this shit? How? And then, so Wanda spends an hour on the phone. And this will blow, well, it won't blow your mind, because it's the state of the world we're in. It's all about the dollar. All about the dollar, innit? Because what they've done is they need the buses for the fucking Olympics, don't they? Because our trip isn't as important to FlixBUS as the people in France trying to get to the Olympics for more money. It's all about the cash, innit? All about the cash. The moolah, the dollar to FlixBUS, because they're a fucking shambles. So then we've now, at that point, got no transport to Disneyland, thanks to the fuck bus. So we then have to stump up. Oh, it's all right though, they'll refund your money. Oh, thanks for that. I'm going to do fucking swim. I don't know, I can swim with a wheelchair in my hands. Anyway, so, long story short, we've had to pay for the fucking Eurostar now. It's £400 extra, with the £1,700, £1,800 it's just cost me for my MOT for my car. So, FlixBUS, you can fuck off. Jog on, don't use this service. Which got me thinking, because my good friend, the Blue Van Man, you might have heard of him, mentioned him quite a lot, sent me a link to TripAdvisor and the reviews of this absolute shit service that is FlixBUS. And I thought, that'll make fun. That'll make some fun viewing, to read out some of the reviews for the shit bus. The shit bus service. I don't give a fuck if they get the ump with this video. I really don't care. I'm going to call them out. I'm going to read some of these reviews out. I won't read them all, because there's 4,673 of them. But what I thought it would be fun, can't wear them. I've just had a shower. I've had an appalling morning because the sink was blocked and I had to unblock it. There's 4,673 views of the fucking shit bus. And they have an average of 2 out of 5. Which I think we can all agree, pretty fucking shit, isn't it? So what I thought I'd do is I'm going to put it on screen. I'm going to be little somewhere, and we'll go through some of these comments together and see how bad this service really fucking is. So let's get screen record on. So here, boom, FlixBUS, TripAdvisor, 4,673 reviews with a average of 2 out of 5 for this absolute bullshit service. So you could drill down into it. And of the 4,678 reviews, 466, so around 10%, are excellent. And we'll have a look at some of the excellent ones, because got to be fair. 398 are very good. 220 are average. 299 are poor. By far, the biggest, with 3,297, are terrible. So, in the spirit of honesty, let's go with the excellent first. So 5 out of 5, 466. Apply. FTM Dave says, it's probably not Dave the Bouvet Man. This was my first ever FlixBUS experience and it was excellent. I travelled from Frankfurt to Milan for €35. The coach was modern, the charging point worked, as did the AC, staff were superb. Nice. Ruby says, Cambridge to Amsterdam, couples. After reading some of the reviews on here, I was a bit worried about my 11-hour journey to Amsterdam, but I was pleasantly surprised. So was I, Ruby. My bus hasn't even fucking come. With the comfort of the bus and how easy it was going it was, such a bargain of a journey, I would definitely use it again. What else have we got? Overall pleasant journey. Great journey to travel between Geneva and Anarchy, Manchester to Edinburgh. During bad weather and flight cancellation, we wanted to get home to Edinburgh. The drivers were so helpful and made the journey a pleasure, turning what could have been a bad day into a good one. Excellent service. And there's lots. Can't deny. There's not as many as the terrible ones, and we're going to get to them in a minute. What a bus should be. The bus was clean, comfy and on time. Cheap alternative to train. From München to Innsbruck. We were very happy with the trip. That was from Eagle. Harry Clark says, works fine. I should say at the outset that if I had read these appalling reviews of the FlixBUS first, I would never have booked our trip. However, everyone's experience is different, and I think that's a very fair point, Harry. Booked 2 seats, yada, yada, yada. Total cost £28 for 2 of us. Punctual, comfortable seats. I'd say a bargain. Well done, FlixBUS. Right, I think that's enough praising FlixBUS. Let's hammer them. Filters on 4,000. I want poor. Right, let's go. Let's see what people are really saying, because let's be honest here. The other 4 stars, so that's 700, 850, 1,070, about 1,400, 300, something like that, of the total are okay. And then you get the terrible. And this should be interesting. Can't refund of us. This is from Harsh 010 STR. Cannot refund a voucher back to my bank account. Could not get support to refund €270 to my account. Forced to use voucher. Support team could not answer the reason. Just that this is the policy. Reading the reviews here, I'm not the first one to be ripped off. Nordic Sun had an unpleasant journey. 1 out of 5. From the Slovakia press off to Krakow experience. A bus driver informed there was no AC working on the bus. Morning was okay, it was cool. After the first stop in Poland, the bus became completely full. The air inside was horrid, about 35 degrees, almost 5 hours, sitting on the bus with the disgusting scent of urine coming from the toilet, smashing. I don't think it was the driver's fault. What, was he pissing himself? I don't know. However, the company could have sent a new bus, as the fault was known from the early morning. Disappointed. Very bad, cancel with no notice. Do not recommend at all. Bus cancel with no notice. Do not book that bus. Arrive at the coach station. On the board, mention FlixBUS to Paris and the time waiting on the hour. No bus, and cancel without any reason. So this poor bastard here has actually got to the coach station and they fucking cancelled there. Fuck me. Unreliable company. This is from Dreamer 34074 022 567. Might be their phone number. They cancelled our trip from Tartu to Riga, 4-hour drive twice, offering instead alternatives where the trip would have taken more than 9 hours. I do not dare book a third trip. Applying for a refund has been made very difficult. I don't expect to ever get my money back. I need to ask Wanda if she's got her money back, actually. Never again. 1 star is too much. I was in Vienna and decided to go to Bratislava on 12th of July with FlixBUS. I bought a ticket, it all seemed okay. This is quite a long one. Not even 25 minutes before departure, we were advised the trip was cancelled. 25 minutes before departure. Unfortunately, the bus had left. We had to change to Vienna train station, meaning, unfortunately, the bus had left. I sent them messages in the total. That's a fucking disgrace. They lost my luggage, medicine and work stuff. This is from Carlos. Last Friday, I was left behind. The driver at one of the stops with all my luggage inside, have all my work stuff and medicine, and I have no answer yet. Worst experience ever. Never again. The driver does not know the route. Brilliant. Constantly confuses turns, drives in reverse on the autobahn, does not follow the schedule because he drives in circles in each city, tries to compensate for the loss of time due to the reduction of stops. This trip was downright dangerous. I'm not talking about the complete lack of comfort. I'm not reversing on the autobahn. Surely that can't be true. I can't believe it. This is from Levon. No security for the luggage. Thank you, FlixBUS, for the spoilt trip. Avoid FlixBUS. Choose any other transportation method. There is literally zero security for the luggage. If your stuff is stolen, which is pretty easy because there are many stops and anyone can take anything from the luggage. The only answer you hear will be, what can I do? Worst. I had one bad experience with this bus company. A shame they bought all the others and there's no alternatives. Do not use this company. Never again. An honest review. It was horrible. Oh, they've got pictures. Pictures. Oh yeah. Here we go. To be fair, it doesn't look too bad. I took a FlixBUS. I hope that ain't the driver. Oh, there's 500 fucking. Worst disaster. Horrible bus driver from Munich. Horrible driver for our 10 a.m. bus from the Munich. And I've read a few of these comments, and there's a pattern of the drivers being fucking horrible. So rude, shouting at everyone who doesn't speak the language, shut the door at on the path. Fucking hell. Horrible trip, bad, scam, worst bus company, scam, avoid at all costs, horrible customer service, no service for disabled. They cancel your extra seat and make you pay service charge when you want a refund because you can no longer travel. You might want to avoid FlixBUS, horrible company, worst coach and train company that I've travelled in my life. Not my words. Honest, can't review bomb, can you? Because they're fucking shit. No refunds, and again, EU, I'm not interested. Horrible customer service and resolution, horrible. Avoid at all costs. Not worth the cheap price. Always late. Worst bus company ever. The worst bus company ever. Wouldn't honour my disability accommodations. The bus ride from hell. I'm reading that. The worst experience ever from Frankfurt to Rotterdam. A journey which was meant to take 7 hours and ended up over 10 hours. The toilets were locked, and when your staff were approached, they screamed, "Wait to Amsterdam!" The driver and co-driver were the most ignorant people you can imagine, and the younger of the two drivers was constantly using his mobile while driving. I have used this company several times before, but I will never again, and anyone considering should read reviews. Using his phone while driving. I hope you fucking recorded him. I'm sure it was him. I do not recommend. The worst travel experience. Never again. Scam for refund. Cancel tickets. No refund. Only vouchers. Well, that's a fucking joke, isn't it? Can't trust. Cancellations. Delay without notice. And respect. FlixBUS. Never again. If things don't change. The worst experience of my life. And this is from Selen Osby. Amsterdam to Paris. The bus was departed on 9:15. I paid for a broken seat, which I cannot sleep or sit in properly. Smelling of pee during all trips. No toilet because there's no water on the sink and no flushing. Rude drivers who threatened us by cancellation of our departure from Brussels. For fuck's sake. Unreliable schedule. The rudest bus drivers. Horrible service. Rough trip. Fucking absolutely. Let's go for some poor. Let's go for poor. Let's not be completely disheartened. Well, very negative is the first one. 2 of 5 drivers cancelled. No support for the cancellation. Bad. Nope. What the fuck? Zero-based array. Paid extra to sit in the front row 1, so we could look out the front window. Imagine our surprise. There was a row 0 on this particular bus. Also adding to the joy, bathroom out of service and no Wi-Fi. And the 3 hours of the driver's crappy music selection. Bad bus driver attitude. Drivers smoking on the bus. If you value clean air, do not take FlixBUS in Turkey or Bulgaria. Driver smoked throughout, despite me asking him politely to stop. The staff on board the bus explained that the non-smoking policy did not apply to the driver. Brilliant. So he just continued. Fucking rude driver. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I just want to fucking nail them. Expected better. Suffocating in the FlixBUS. Bus from Rigo to Vilnius was awful. Bus gets stopping and arrived 40 minutes late. No power outlets. Toilet not flushing. Conditioning not working. Driver assistant was very rude. Inflexible bus. Always late. Lost luggage. Super reliable. Even a little... Unreliable, sorry, I was going to say I'm in the wrong section. Even a little scammy. Okay, you get what you pay for. It is cheap. Trying to find the one. Poor service. I did not like it. Bad experience in the Balkans. You don't want a bad experience in your Balkans, do you? Untrained bus driver. Poor customer service. A tale of 2 journeys. Very poor service. Before you book a ticket for FlixBUS, out in the cold, 50 minutes before the bus was scheduled to return, FlixBUS noted me the departure was delayed an hour and 10 minutes. No explanation and when or where the bus would arrive. Beware of overbooked rides, cancelling your tickets. Not happy from Lafayette to... Oh, so they do America as well. I bet that goes down well with the Americans. Fucking hell. Confusing. Ride from hell. I've decided, what the hell, book with FlixBUS, and everything was fine and dandy travelling from Preston to Birmingham. Until, well, the Birmingham to Bristol bus arrived. And blow me, it was grim. First of all, the bus looked something from the Flintstones. The bus was falling apart. The fixtures were loose. The toilet was an open cesspit. Stunk the entire bus out. The floors were covered in white mould and very dirty. Back of the seat resembled someone who had used it as a bib. It was stained so badly. The aircon was blowing out. Nothing but stale, musky air. I've brought this to FlixBUS's attention, but the customer service is crap. Let's put it this way. I'd rather travel by ox and cart next time. And that was from Benny. Delays and errors. Awful. Left behind after bath while after an officially scheduled bathroom break. Late in the trip, the bus bathroom was very smelly, so everyone needed to use a bathroom at the Lurzen stop. I walked around for a minute or so for the crowds to disperse. I was told to use the bathroom right around the corner by one of the passengers. So I did. And when I was done, the bus was gone. With my pack and my luggage, I shouldn't be laughing, Annette. In Lurzen, and I was on my way to Milan. I ran to see if I could find the bus, but no. So I had to charter a taxi, hoping to catch up. Like a fucking... Jesus. I called head office, hoping they could notify the driver of the bus so we could catch him. It's like a fucking chase scene from a film. Jesus Christ. Poor communication, stranded, terrible stuff, and a disgusting toilet. The AC was not working, the toilet was gross, the staff were rude. It says on the website the Wi-Fi is included, but it doesn't work. Oh, excuse me. Sockets and Wi-Fi not working. Absolute farce. Give him another chance. I don't think he's going to give him another chance, is he? Good price, poor service. Violating coronavirus rules. Not impressed. Not good. I'm trying to find. There's one. And it says, all aboard the piss bus. I can't find it. I wonder if I can search it. Search reviews. Go on then. You fucking thing. Right. Piss. Go on. Piss. Go on in. Search. No results found. Piss bus. Hang on. Let's get rid of all the filters. Apply. I'm sure the one that Dave sent me called it the piss bus. Yeah, the worst bus experience ever. When the bus was late for half an hour, little did I know that this was just the smallest inconvenience we were about to experience with this company. During the whole ride, the bus was stinking with urine, which made me feel sick. The cherry on top was that at the end, when the less lucky passengers went to pick their luggage from the storage below, it was covered in piss. I wish there was an official FlixBUS platform to write a review on. Well, I wonder there isn't. They know what they're doing. Don't know why I paid for a prime seat when the driver ignorantly disregarded my query as I was boarding the bus. Not surprising, but we were late. But the most unbearable part is sitting through a 12-hour journey in a bus that smells like piss. Save €50 compared to taking a flight. Toilet was broken down, a piss smell in the whole bus. My God, 3-hour delay, no toilet on an overnight bus, and the toilet was broken, so the piss smell was in the whole bus. FlixBUS did not do anything to make an excuse. Yeah, they're a bunch of fucking wankers, that's why. Worst bus, Munich to Zagreb. Instead of FlixBUS, there was waiting Vincheck bus. Not clean from inside, and I mean really dirty. Food leftovers under seat, on seats. Driver didn't give any luggage to tags. Toilet locks not working. When people opened it, it was because otherwise they would piss on the floor inside the bus. The bus driver started yelling like a maniac. So I wouldn't recommend this to my enemies. And I think that really just about sums up FlixBUS and its wonderful world-class service. An absolute fucking shambles. If you are looking to travel, and don't take my word for it, take the 3,297 people that have taken the time, and we can all debate the wherewithal for things like TripAdvisor. But 3,297 people can't be wrong. And they're telling you, and they're telling me, that FlixBUS is an absolute shambles. It might be cheap, but there's a reason it's cheap. It won't turn up. Sometimes it won't even know where it's fucking going. Your bus is going to smell of piss. Your Wi-Fi won't work. And you forked out for this wonderful service. So, yeah, FlixBUS, world's worst company? Or are there worse ones? Have you had an experience that's worse than FlixBUS? That sounds like we had a fucking lucky escape. We didn't actually make it on to a FlixBUS because they cancelled, luckily, before we got on it. So is there any companies that are worse than FlixBUS? I'm really interested in your stories. Have you used FlixBUS? Do you agree with the 466 people that said it's excellent? Or the 3,297 people that said it was shite? Because from my experience, I know who I believe. I'll leave that with you. Absolute garbage. FlixBUS, more like shitbus, pissbus, whatever you want to call it. Leave your comments in the comments box. If you like this video, get a thumbs up. Is there a company you'd like to do me to do a video tearing a new arsehole? Leave it in the comments box. There's a subscribe button to Scott Reviews thing somewhere. And I'll see you very soon.